Hi friends, welcome back to the session. In the last session, in the chapter number 4 DC machines, we discussed about wave winding. Before that, if you see, we explained about lap winding. Nothing but in the last two sessions, we explained about designing of lap and wave windings. So I think if you observe clearly, yes, in the last session, I had taken this one. See, if you observe clearly, wave winding, I had taken this example like slots 9, poles 4, double layer winding, simplex one I had taken. And if you see for wave winding, for that data, coil span beta becomes slots per pole 9 by 4 approximately 2. Commutator pitch Yc means 2 by P into S plus 1. 2 by 4 into 9 plus 1 you get 5. So this example I had taken in the last video, and I think I explained how this developer diagram was drawn. I explained how this developer diagram was drawn in the last video. Before that video, if you observe clearly, I had taken this example like slots 8, poles 4, double layer winding, simplex winding. So we calculate coil span as beta, slots per pole, 8 by 4 equal to commutator pitch Yc is plus or minus 1 generally, plus is for progressive winding. I take it as a progressive winding, Yc equals to 1 you are getting. Okay. This one also I explained in the last before video. Okay. Don't confuse that, don't confuse by seeing figures on the board. Which these things already explained in the last two videos. Okay. But in this video, simply I am just going to explain some terms belong to closed winding. Guys, in DC machine, armature winding can be called as closed winding. Whereas in AC machine, armature winding can be called as open winding. Okay. That means indirectly these are the terms belong to lap winding and wave winding only. So nothing but a back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch, commutator pitch, all those things we are going to explain in this video. Okay guys. If you observe in the last two videos, what is the confusion we got here? So I told you number of parallel paths, if you take current proportional to number of parallel paths and voltage inversely proportional to number of parallel paths, whereas power is independent of parallel paths. If you observe clearly, this was the conclusion we got in the last video also. So if you see lap winding number of parallel paths are more, since current is directly proportional number of parallel paths, so lap winding is used for high current, and I told you voltage inversely proportional number of parallel paths. So lap winding is used for high current, low voltage applications because number of parallel paths are more. No, so I told you voltage is inversely proportional number of parallel paths. So lap winding is used for high current, low voltage applications. Whereas wave winding number of parallel paths are less, so current will be less. Okay, whereas voltage will be more. So wave winding is used for high voltage, low current applications. Whereas power, if you see, it is independent of number of parallel paths. If you take lap winding or wave winding, load power will be same because it is independent of what number of parallel paths I told. Okay. So similarly, I have given number of brushes for lap winding, number of brushes for wave winding also I have given. Please try to go through that. Number of brushes equals number of poles in lap winding, number of brushes equals to 2 in wave winding. But for large machines in wave winding also, number of brushes may becomes number of poles. These things I already explained. Now in this discussion, in this video, we are going to discuss about this back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch, commutator pitch. These terms are not that much important for GATE examination, or I can say ESC examination. But these terms are important for some PSUs. Like example, if you take Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, we'll be having some state level examinations like AP, AP expedition like that. For those examinations, we'll be asking some questions from this, back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch, commutator pitch. So let us see what is the definition for this back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch, commutator pitch, and let me see what are the required formulas we have to remember. And before that, guys, these things are already explained in the last video. Lap winding and wave winding. But anyway, let me explain in brief. So that I will go for this back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch, commutator pitch like that. If you see guys, as I told you in the last before video, I think but I explained lap winding. I have taken this example. Number of slots I have taken 8, poles I have taken 4, double layer winding because in DC machine by default armature winding will be double layer winding. Where double layer winding means what man? Number of slots equals to what? Number of coils. Double layer winding, number of coils equals number of slots. This is already told. And simplex winding. So if you calculate coil span for that, beta slots per pole 8 by 4 you get 2. Okay. And I told you commutator pitch plus or minus 1 by default we take it as progressive winding. So Yc becomes 1 here, plus 1. And if you see here, as I told you, so since it's a double layer winding, and let me take the number of slots 8 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Since it's double layer winding, we'll be placing in each slot, we'll be placing two coil sides, okay. One is this one coil side, another coil side, one coil side, another coil side. Already we know two coil sides become one coil. Here I just placed two coil sides in each slot. So ultimately we are getting here, see how many number of coils in this case. These two coil sides becomes one coil. Here second coil, third coil, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so on up to 8. So number of coils equals number of slots because we are using double layer winding here. And this if you see this one here, conductor number 1 is placed in top layer. Conductor number 1 dash is placed in the bottom layer. Similarly, conductor number 2 is placed in the top layer. Conductor number 2 dash is placed in bottom layer. Okay. So if you see, the third conductor is placed in top layer. 3 dash is placed in bottom layer. So fourth conductor, you just place in top layer. 4 dash can be placed in bottom layer, and so on. And I just showed commutator segments also. We already discussed number of commutator segments will be equal to number of coils. Here double layer when number of coils equals number of slots. We are having number of slots 8. Therefore number of coils becomes 8. Number of commutator segments becomes 8. Okay. So I have taken here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on 8. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Now if you observe clearly, this one conductor, one dash conductor, I just showed like this. One conductor, one dash conductor. This one. One conductor, one dash. Second conductor, 2 dash. Third, 3 dash. 4 dash. 5 dash. Please write this is blue color. 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, and so on. Okay. See guys, but try to understand, for explaining these terms, so this numbering should be in sequence, not like a 1 dash, 2 dash. So numbering should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay. So for that, what I am doing is, so whatever this 1 dash is there, we already know. If you see, observe here, this top conductors, I mean to say conductors placed in top layer, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those conductors shown with the solid line. If you observe here, solid line 1. If you see second, okay, 3 solid line, 4 solid line, and so on up to 8. If you take bottom layer conductors 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, those conductors shown with the dotted lines like this. See, dotted line 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, dotted line, 4 dash, dotted line, 5 dash, dotted line, 6 dash, dotted line, 7 dash, dotted line, 8 dash, dotted line. Okay, and number of one number of poles he has given, 4 poles he has given. Slots per pole means you are getting here 2. The 4 slots per pole, or one pole you are having 2 slots. So these are one slot, this is one another slot. So these 2 slots are under north pole, these 2 slots are under south pole, these 2 are under north pole, these 2 are under south pole. So for if poles are north pole, south pole like that. If conductor is rotating in this direction, so for you left to right, okay, if you see like this, if you take this direction. In the last before video, while I was discussing about lap winding, I clearly explained what is the direction of current in this, conductor number 1 dash, 2 dash, all those things I clearly explained. Please try to go through that video. Okay, for having direction of current, please try to go through that video. Already explained there. I simply explaining here terms only. Now what I am saying is here, so for making you to understand these terms, numbering should be in sequence. So what I am doing is conductor number 1 only, but 1 dash I just make it as 2 number, and whatever 2 conductor is there, that is becoming 3, and 2 dash becoming 4, so on and so on. If you observe clearly guys, what ultimately happening here, so if you see top layer conductors like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those conductors becomes odd number. If you see here, 1 conductor, 1 here, odd number. Second, 2 becomes 3 here, odd number. No, 3 becomes 5, odd number. Okay, 4 becomes 7, odd number. That means top layer conductors I just showed with the odd numbers. Very good. Now whatever bottom layer conductors, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, and so on. So 1 dash shown with 2, 2 dash shown with 4, 3 dash shown with 6, 4 dash shown with 8, and so on. That means top layer conductors are just indicated with odd numbers. Bottom layer conductors are just indicated with even numbers. Okay. Now please I request you just while explaining these terms, please try to remember this sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This sequence you have to remember. Okay. Anyway, this one already explained in the last videos. But anyway, I will give some small brief information. So please tell me how we have to design this lap winding. So for that, definitely we need a coil span and we need a commutator pitch. Suppose if you take everybody here, if you take first coil, see please let me show you. If you take first conductor 1, first conductor. So 1 to where it should go means I can say 1 to 1 plus a coil span 1 plus beta. 1 to 1 plus beta means what? 1 plus 2 I can say 3 1 to 3. But be careful. If you want to show a coil, this should be top conductor, this should be bottom conductor. That is designing point. Okay. Suppose here if you are starting from 1 means in 1 means slot number 1 top conductor we should take, but 1 to 3 are going from 1 to 3 means 1 to 3 means here don't go to 3. You should go to 1 to 3 dash 1 to 3 dash 1 to 3 dash you should go. So 1 2 3 dash. Is it clear? 1 2 3 dash. Is it clear? This is what end of your first conductor for 1 3 dash coil. This one end and this I can say another end. Okay. This conductor 1 is connected to commutator segment 1, and what about another coil side of this coil 3 dash? 3 dash is connected to 2. How we have 3 dash? 3 dash is connected to what much? 2. How we are getting this one? Because one coil side of your coil 1 is connected to 1 means, so another coil side of this coil is connected to what means 1 plus YC. 1 plus YC. What's the value of YC here? 1 plus YC means 1 once again 2. That means if you take a coil, in that coil, if you let me draw here. This is what I can say coil 1 2 1 plus coil span 2 1 plus 2 is 3 dash 3 dash 3 dash. Okay, so if you take this coil, in this coil one coil side is connected to, I can say, first conductor is connected to commutator segment 1 only. Another coil side is connected to 1 plus YC 1 plus 1 2. That means another coil side is connected to, I can say, 1 plus 2 means the second commutator segment you have to connect. Like that you have to proceed. If you observe clearly, so here yes 1 2 3 dash 1 is connected to commutator segment number 1, 3 dash is connected to, I can say second segment. Okay, and if you observe clearly here 2 to where should come? 2 plus coil span value how much? 2 plus 2 means 4. That means 2 to 4 dash you should go. 2 to 4 dash. And similarly 2 is connected to what I said, second commutator segment. What is the other coil side of your this coil 2 4 dash? 2 4 dash coil is there. Another coil side is 4 dash. This 4 dash should be connected to, so previously one coil is connected to 2, another coil is connected to 2 plus YC. 2 plus 1 is 3. I can say this 4 dash is connected to third commutator segment. Like that I clearly explained. You please try to follow previous videos. Okay, I don't want to make you confused because these things already discussed in last videos. You please try to go through that. You'll be having some idea. Okay guys. So it's purely depending on your coil span beta and commutator pitch YC. If you take this wave winding, same thing only. If you see first conductor 1, so 1 is connected to what? 1 plus coil span, 1 plus beta, 1 plus 2 means what? 3. So 1 to 1 plus coil span, 1 plus beta, 1 to 1 plus 2, you get 3. But don't forget you should go for 3 dash, because in one coil side top conductor means another coil side should be bottom air conductor. Okay. So 1 2 3 dash. See? 1 2 3 dash. Okay. So one conductor is connected to first conductor is connected to segment number 1, and another coil side of this coil 3 dash is connected to whom? 3 dash is connected to 6. Why you are getting 6 here? Anybody idea? So one coil side of coil means 1 is connected to commutator segment 1. Okay. For this 1 3 dash coil, so this another coil means this 3 dash only. This 3 dash is connected to, I can say, 6 commutator segment. No, why it's happening? Simple. 1 plus yc. What is the value of yc here? 5. 1 plus 5, 6. That's the reason why another coil side, this 3 dash is connected to 6th segment. This I already explained in the previous video. Please try to go through that. Okay. Now simply I am explaining only these terms in this video: back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch, commutator pitch. Okay guys. Now let us discuss about back pitch. Very simple. Please try to study let me study the definition and I will show you the definition on the diagram. Okay. So please tell me in the first case, YB back pitch, distance between top and bottom coil sides of one coil measured at the back of the armature. That means, example, if you take this lap winding. So for lap winding, as I told you, if you take this coil, 1, 2, 3 dash is the coil, no? So in this coil, if you see this coil side, it's a top layer conductor, no? Distance between top layer conductor and bottom layer conductor. I mean to say bottom layer conductor is what I can say 3 dash. Okay, but be careful, guys. While explaining these terms, you should not consider this blue color marking. You should consider this red color numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So you know already 1, 2, 3 dash. The 3 dash nothing but here 6. So now what I am asking is distance between coil sides. If you take coil side like this, if you take this one, 1, 6 is a coil, no? 1, 3 dash or 1, 6 is a coil. Okay. Distance between coil sides, simply I can say distance between coil sides of a coil. So tell me guys, in this example, it is a coil. It is a coil. 1, 3 dash is a coil, or I can say 1, 6 is a coil. So from 1 to 6, whatever distance is there, that distance can be called as back pitch. Okay, back pitch. So 1 to 3 dash or 1 to 6 I can say simply. So that is only has given clearly. Distance between top and bottom coil sides means what? If you see this coil, if you take this coil here, this 1. And what about another coil side? It's nothing but 6. I can say 1 or I can say 3 dash. No. So in a coil, this first conductor is first conductor means you should take top layer conductor only, and 3 dash should be bottom layer conductor. So top, if you take a coil, so distance between top layer conductor and bottom layer conductor of a coil is called coil span beta. Simply, if you want me to say, I can say like this also. For this coil, it is a coil side. For this coil, this is a coil side. Distance between coil sides of a coil is also called as coil span beta. Like that also we can simply say. Okay. So now tell me in this example, coil back pitch is what here? 1 to 6 I am just going. You should consider always red color markings. 1 to 6 I wait. Okay, that means back pitch means what might be the formula? So for if you take this one, YB equal to what one? YB means 1 to 6, no? 6 minus 1. What is this value? 5. Is it clear everybody? So don't say this blue color, just try to see what is this one. YB equal to 6 minus 1, nothing but 5. And let me tell you same thing for for wave winding also, guys. For wave winding also, please. For wave winding, if you take first, if you are starting from this first conductor, 1 to 3 dash, we are doing 1 to 3 dash. 1 to 3 dash means, or I can say 1 to 6 I can say. So 1 to 1 plus beta means 2, 1 to 1 plus 2. 1 to, it is going from 1 plus 2. That means 1 to 3. Don't forget to keep a dash here. 1 to 3 dash. That means 1 to 3 dash is from 1 to 3 dash is here. This is what I can say. It's a coil. 1 3 dash is a coil. I can show like this. It's nothing but 1 is like this. 1 is here. 3 dash is here. Or in terms of red color marking is 1. 3 dash is nothing but here 6. 1 to 6. Okay. So distance between top layer conductor and bottom layer conductor of a coil at the back of the armature is called back pitch, I can simply. Or simply we can say distance between coil sides of a coil is called back pitch. So this becomes back pitch now in this example. Okay. Tell me guys, what is the value for what is value of YB in this wave winding, please? In this wave winding I am asking. So let me write this value also under lap winding, because I told you for lap winding YB back pitch means what I said, 6 minus 1 equal to 5. Okay, and here back pitch, once again 6 minus 1 5. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now this is about back pitch. See, for this back pitch one formula is there, guys. You have to remember this one. Back pitch equal to 2 into slots per pole. 2 into slots per pole plus or minus k. To be frank, it is actually 2 into number of coils per pole plus or minus k is the formula. But since we are in double air winding, number of coils equals number of slots. Simply I am replacing this C with S. 2 into S by P plus or minus 1. Okay, where plus is for progressive winding, minus for retrogressive winding. K is integer, that I will tell you anyway. Okay, K is integer. So just wait for some time. So this is about back pitch formula and back pitch definition. Okay. So see, remember guys, what is the value of back pitch in lap winding? 5. See, 5. What is the back pitch value of wave winding? 5. 1 second. So that means you just remember, try to understand. Back pitch should be odd number. This one you have to remember. Back pitch should be odd number. Back pitch should be odd number. Now I will explain this example, guys. You just wait for some time. Before that, let me explain front pitch. Then I will come to this example. Okay. So first of all, see front pitch. Front pitch means what? Distance between two coil sides. Distance between two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment. That's very important. Distance between two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment. You do one thing. Let me take any example. Let me take this let me take this one. Commutator segment 1. Let me consider. Let me consider commutator segment number 1. Okay. So what I am saying, distance between two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment. So to this commutator segment, it is connected and it is also connected. See, this is connected, no? And this is also connected. So that means from if you take here, if you see for this segment number 1, top plate connector 1 is connected, and if you observe clearly, just try to see ma. So to this commutator segment, so what I am saying is distance between two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment. So to this segment, yes, let me consider this example as commutator segment number 1. Now I am asking you, please tell me what is the definition for YF and what is the value for YF means. It's very simple. Let us see here. Yes. Otherwise, you will do one thing. Let me take examples. Second segment also. Yeah, you can take first segment also. Nothing wrong. I will tell you first segment also. First of all, let me explain second segment. Yes. Now please see. If you take second segment, to this second segment, this one is connected. This connector is connected, and this one is connected. Okay. So here, yes, this is one coil side. This is another coil side. So I can call this one as YF. What is it, ma? So to this commutator segment 2, so this is one coil side connected. See, this is one coil side connected. One coil side is one connected, right? This is one coil side connected, and this is one another coil side connected. So between distance between these two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment is nothing but YF. If you want, you can tell in terms of if you take commutator segment 1 also, it is valid. See, to this commutator segment 1, yes, if you see it clearly here, this is one coil. If you say this one is one coil side, and this is also one coil side. So distance between from here to here, I can call it as a front pitch, no problem. Okay. Now tell me here, what is the value for this case? This conduct is what I can say value 6. And what are this conductor? 3. 6 minus 3, how much? 3. Okay. So simply I can call YF means in the lap winding you are getting 6 minus 3. You are getting 3 here. Be careful. So here to this commutator segment 2. This one coil is connected, this another coil is connected. So I can take the distance between two coil sides which are connected to the same segment is called YF. You can take any one, nothing wrong. If you take this segment number 1 also, this is one coil connected and this is another coil connected. Okay, here 1 is there conductor and here 4 is there, 4 minus 1. 1 second, how much ma? 3 only. Okay. If you want, you can take this third segment also. Yes, third commutator segment. To this commutator segment 3, this is one coil side. Sorry, this one coil side, and this another coil side. This one can be taken as YF. Nothing wrong. So tell me, what is the conductor name of this one? 5. And what is about this conductor name? 8. 8 minus 5 once again 3 1. Like that you can take any one. Nothing wrong. Okay. So YF equal, what I am saying is 6 minus 3 3. Now same thing I am just calculating for wave winding also. You should tell now, please respond. Suppose if you take this, you can take any one now. Let me take a simple. Let me take this fourth segment. I am just taking example. You can take any one, nothing wrong. Okay. Let me take fourth segment. So to this commutator segment 4, this is what one coil side. I think about this one. What about this name? I can say 2. Okay. And what about another coil side? This one. Nothing but I can say 7. To this commutator segment 4. Okay. This is what I can say. One coil side, and this is what I can say, another coil side. Okay, yeah. So from here to here, this distance can be called as YF. So tell me what is the value? 7 minus 2, how much? 5. YF equals to 7 minus 2, 5. Okay, please understand, ma. In lap winding, YB and YF will not be equal. Whereas in a wave winding, YB and YF may be equal. Just see, we are getting 5 that you have to understand, okay? And as I told you, this YF should be odd number. Yes, if you see here, 3 odd number, and here 5 was odd number. If you want me to explain front pitch once again by taking another segment, yes, we can. Please take examples. I mean, fifth commutator segment. To this fifth commutator segment, yes. This is one coil side. Nothing but what is the name for this one? What is the name? 4. And what about another coil side? This one. Nothing but what I can say? Right. So I am saying to this fifth segment, this is what I can say, one coil side and another coil side. This one 9. Yeah. This becomes YF 9. Minus 4 becomes what? Once again 5 only. Yes. Like that you can take any commutator segment and you can give definition for YF. Okay guys. This is the definition for YF I explained. Okay. And I will explain this portion once again. Just wait for some time. This portion I am not explaining now, just now. And this one also not explained until now. Just wait. I will just going to explain this one. Just wait for some time. And tell me, I am just going to explain definition for winding pitch. One more name is the resultant pitch. Okay, winding pitch. Okay, winding pitch, or I can say resultant pitch. Be careful, try to study the definition clearly. Distance between two consecutive and similar top or bottom coil sides as the winding progresses. Okay, is called, I can say, winding pitch. So please try to understand. You let me. I need some answer from you guys. Please see. If you take this, if you take lap winding example, so 1 to where I am just going here, 1 to 6 I am going. Once again, from where is another second coil? This is coil number 1. Coil number 1 means 1 6. So as the winding progresses, so once again it is starting from what, ma? 2 to 8, right? Therefore, I mean first coil is 1 to 6. Second coil means I can say 3 to 8. So now please understand now. This is for first coil. This is one, I can say, top conductor. See, for first coil 1, I can say 1 6. This one I can say top conductor, and 6 is what I can say bottom conductor. Okay, yeah. And second coil, see, if you see here, it is going like this. So for second coil, this 3 is nothing but top conductor, and 3 it is going where, ma? 3 to 8 I can say. Here 8 becomes a bottom conductor. So please now I think you can understand the question. Distance between two consecutive and similar top or bottom coil sides as the winding progresses. Okay, this is called, I can say, winding pitch. That means if you see this one coil 1 6 is a one coil, one conductor 1 to conductor number 6 is one coil, and conductor number if you see from 3 to 8 is the other coil. So in that, if you see first coil top conductor means this one, and second coil top conductor means what? Here I can say 3. So this from 1 to 3, whatever distance is there, from 1 to 3, whatever distance is there, that is what I am calling it as a winding pitch YW. Please be careful. You should take either top or you should take either bottom. Suppose if you take in coil 1, top means I can say 1. In coil 2, top is what I can say 3. So from 1 to 3, so whatever distance is there, that is nothing but winding pitch. Suppose if you want to take bottom conductor, yes, you can take nothing wrong. See, for first conductor, okay, this is what I can say. 6 is what I can say bottom conductor. Okay. For second coil, I can say this is nothing but what? This for second coil from 3 to 8. I'm just going now. Okay. So here from 8 to 8, 6 to 8, this one also I can call it as, I can take it as YF 6 to 8. So for first coil top means 1, second coil top means 3 minus 1, so YW. First coil bottom means what I can say 6, second coil bottom is what I can say 8, so 8 minus 6 is also I can say YW. So tell me what is the value of YW you are getting here? Winding pitch you are getting, what is the value here? So please take any one. You can take here 3 minus 1, how much? 2. 3 minus 1 I can take it as 2. Okay. If you take this one also, 8 minus 6, 2 only you will get. Okay. You please tell me what is the formula for YW in terms of YB and YF. See, this total length I told it to YB, and from here to it's YF. YW is what I can say YB minus YF. Yes, simple. So YB equals to, I can say here for lap winding I am saying YW is equals to YB minus YF. This is the definition I can give for winding pitch. Distance between two consecutive and a similar top or bottom coils is called, I can say, as a winding process is called a winding pitch. So YW is equals to, you can say YB minus YF. YB minus YF gives you, I can say YW. Okay. Now tell me same thing I am asking in this wave winding also. Please tell me. So if you see here, you should be very careful. Tell me what is the first coil here? 1. I'm just drawing here. See, from 1 it is going 1. Yes, it is going from 1 to 1 to 6. Very good. 1 to 6. Okay. So 1 to 6. Okay. This I can say coil number 1. Okay. 1 to 6. Next, what about as winding progresses? What is the other winding? What is the other coil I can say? What is the other coil I can say? 1 to 6. Okay. I must. What is the other coil? So if you go like this, yes, your second coil starts from this portion. 11 to 16. That means like this. Okay. Yes, 11 to 16. It's a coil 2 I can say. So I told you coil number 1 is a top, it's a bottom, and coil number 2 is a top, it's a bottom. So now tell me, what about your definition for this winding pitch I told you? Very simple. Just take in coil number 1 top conductor, this one, and coil number 2 top, this one. From here to here, this distance is what I can say YW. That's it. How much? 11 minus 1, you will get 10. I'll write here. Winding pitch is equals to 11 minus 1, you will get 10. Or if you want, you can take this one also, guys. If you take in coil 1 bottom conductor, it should be bottom conductor of your coil 2 only, once again, YW. So you can say YW is equals to what I can say 16 minus 6, you will get once again 10 only. Nothing wrong. Okay. Tell me what is the formula for YW for me. Okay. Tell me. I'll try to show this from 1 to 11. I just try to show what YW here. From 1 to Yes, from 1 to 11, right? 11 is here. From 1 to 11. Y double F. Okay. See, from here to here. YB means from here, from YB means from 1 to 6. YB means 1 to 6. So please tell me what about YF value also. Please try to understand. I am asking 1 to 6 I am going, right? 1 to first. YB means 1 to 6 I am going. So I am asking what about YF also. It's nothing but I had taken here previously. It's nothing but 2 I had taken 7. It's not an issue. Now please tell me. Otherwise try to see the value. Tell me calculate. This YW we are getting 10. YF we are getting 5. YB we are getting 5. That means what is the formula I can give for this YW? Simple. YB plus YF. Please try to understand. YW means I will get one definition. I will get one formula. YW equals to YB plus YF is the one more formula here. Okay. So ultimately, guys, you have to remember this YW is equals to YB minus YF in case of lap winding. YW equals to YB plus YF in case of wave winding. And please see here YB value 5, YF value 3. Nothing but it's a odd number. And if you take if you take wave winding also, YB 5, YF 5. Once again, it is a odd number. Okay, yeah. YB, odd number, and if you see YF also, you can say odd number. And what about the YW? So what is the value you are getting in case of lap winding? YW value 3 minus 1. How much you are getting? 2. No, it's even number. Yes, it's even number. And what about in case of wave winding also? YW, how much you are getting here? 10. Once again, 10 is what I can say even number. No, even number. So I can take it as even number. Is it okay to you? Okay. So these are the definitions for I can say back pitch, front pitch, winding pitch. Okay. As I told you, this portion we'll see. Just we'll see now. Let me complete this commutator pitch. Then I'll come to these portions. Okay. So what about the commutator pitch, guys? Commutator pitch, very simple. See, distance between the two commutator segments. Distance between two commutator segments to which the two ends of one coil are joined. If you take one coil, example, if you take here in this lap winding, I already told you 1 and 6 is a one coil. No? 1 and 6. From 1 to 6, if you take that, it's a one coil. Okay. Tell me this first current is current to. If you take this coil, so I had given you distance between the two commutator segments to which the two ends of one coil are joined. So tell me this conductor number, if you see conductor number 1, or I can say if you take this coil, in this coil if you take this coil side, I can say conductor number 1 is connected to which commutator segment in this example? Is connected to which commutator segment I am asking. So 1 is connected, I can say yes, commutator segment number 1. Now tell me what is the another coil side of this coil? 6. Okay. Tell me this 6 is connected to, tell me 6 is connected to, so which commutator segment I can say once again? 2. Therefore, from here to here, so from 1 to 2, so tell me how many, what is the YC value here? Commutator pitch YC is equals to 2 minus 1, I get 2 minus 1, you get 1. So this is the commutator pitch value. Be careful. YC commutator pitch should be in terms of commutator segments. So 2 minus 1 will be getting one commutator segment will be there. This is the YC value. YC always it is expressed in terms of commutator segments. Okay, yeah. So already we know YC is equals to 1 only I taken now here. See, this was clearly proved here. Okay, distance between the two commutator segments to which, that means example, in this example, distance between commutator segment number 1 and commutator segment number 2 to this segments only. If you take 1 to 6 coil, one end of 1 6 coil means 1 is connected to commutator segment number 1 and 6 is connected to, I can say, commutator segment number 2. 2 minus 1 it gives you 2. So this is the value of YC 1 here. Now tell me what is the value of YC in case of wave winding, guys? It's nothing but what is the value of YC? We already used one formula. 2 by T into S plus 1. We got 5. So please use the same definition and just try to prove that YC value is 5 only in this case. So for that, what I am saying once again, please let me take let me take this one. Let me take, first of all, I'm just starting with 4 I'm just starting with the 4th segment. So see guys, to this 4, if you see this, otherwise we can do like this, no problem, nothing done. Let me take first 2 only. Let me take first kind of nothing done. So 1 to what? 1 to 6 is a coil, no? 1 to 6 is a coil. Okay, 1 to 6 is a coil, right? 1 to 6 is a coil, right? Okay. So tell me, in this 1 to 6 coil, this coil side is connected to which commutator segment? Conductor number 1, or actually coil side 1 is connected to which commutator segment? See, try to see here. Yes, this is the one. It means commutator segment number 1. And what about the 6th conductor, or I can say another coil side is connected to whom here? So 6th conductor, or I can say one more coil side for this of this coil. 6 is connected to whom? I can say 6. Therefore, from 6 to 1, 6 minus from 1 to 6, I can say from 1 to 6. Okay, this is nothing but I can say YC value means 6 minus 1. How much? 5. So commutator pitch in this case is, I can say, 5. So that one you got here. See, YC equals how much you are getting? 5. So distance between two commutator segments to which both ends of one coil are joined. Okay, this is expressed in terms of, I can say, commutator segments. So this is about YB, YF, YW and YC. Is it clear? I hope you understood. So I request all of you, please try to watch previous videos. Then it will be easy for you to understand YB, YF, YW and YC. Okay guys. Now, in addition to this, let me explain. Let me explain average pitch. Average pitch means what? Average pitch. See, average pitch is equals to formula I can write like this: YB plus YF divided by 2. YB plus YF by 2. Okay, YB plus YF by 2. Is it clear, everybody? So tell me guys, in this, if you take example lap winding, in this case lap winding, what is the value of YB we got here? YB value, please tell me. 5 plus YB plus YF how much more? 3. 5 plus 3 by 2. How much you are getting? 4, right? 4. Okay, 4. So this 4 is approximately equals to, I can get 2 times of a coil span beta. Yes or no? Please check here. So Y average pitch will be approximately equal to 2 times of coil span. What's the coil span value in this example? 2. 2 into 2, 4 only, no? Yes or no? Is it yes or no? If you want, you can check that one also. Okay. So YB plus, here I can say YB plus YF means 5 plus 5 means 10 by 2. 10 by 2. You'll get 5. That 5 is approximately equals to 2 times of coil span. 2 into coil span is what is the value here? 2. So 5 will be approximately equals, I can say that 4. Okay. So that, I mean, that's why I'm saying approximately equals, because I had taken here coil span values, rods per pole means not exactly to know. 9 by 4 approximately is 2. If you calculate Y average value here, YB plus YF by 2, 5 plus 5 by 2, you'll get 5. Okay, it is equal to 2 times of this value. It's not exactly 2 actually. So 9 by 4 means 2 point something, you know. So if you do 2 times of coil span, that will be equal to Y average. So please guys, you have to remember one simple point here. Y average is approximately equals to 2 times of coil span. That's the one you have to remember. Okay, this is very important formula. Y average will be approximately 2 times of coil span. 2 times of coil span, I can say. Okay, yeah, right. Now guys, if you see this one also I have given clearly here. Winding pitch is winding pitch. For winding pitch, one more formula is there. Winding pitch means I told you YB minus YF for lap. For lap it is YB minus YF. YW is equals to YB plus YF for wave. That is okay. I'm just giving one more formula. YW will be 2 times of commutator pitch. If you want, you can check here. See, in lap winding, what is the value of commutator pitch here? 1. So 2 times of 1, yes, 2 only. If you see winding pitch value, what is the value we are getting in lap winding? What is the winding pitch we are getting in lap winding? 2, no. This 2 is equal to 2 times of IC, 2 times of 1, 2 only we are getting. If you want, you can compare wave winding also. What is the YC value here? What is the YC value here? I can say 5, no? 5. So tell me now, winding pitch is equals to 2 times of YC, 2 times of 5, I think about 10. Already we know what is the winding pitch value we are getting here? YP plus YF. If you see here 5 plus 5, you are getting 10 only, no? Okay. Yes, 10 will be equal to 10 only. So please guys, winding pitch will be equal to 2 times of YC. This formula also you have to remember. Okay, yeah. Next. Now let me explain this box which left. Okay. Now please, suppose example in this case, no. If you see here, YB formula, YB value 2 times of slats per put plus or minus K. So 2 into slats value, how much in this case for in the example, let me take lap winding here. So lap winding I am saying for this lap winding this formula is applicable. Okay. So slats is I taken 8, 2 into 8 by 4, post plus 4 I taken plus or minus K. Okay. So here let me take here this 4 plus or minus K. Just wait for some time. This YB are getting 4 plus or minus K. So I already told you guys, YB should be odd number. So where I told you K is integer. So now tell me, if you want to make YB odd number, if I take least integer, I can take 1, 4 plus 1, 5. 4 minus 1, 3. That means for YB value you are getting 3 values, no? Y3 you are getting, 5 you are getting. So now let me check whether this among this 3 and 5, which one is correct, let me check. Okay. So before that, what I am saying is, first calculate YW value. I think we already calculated YW value as 2 times of YC. We got 2 here. So first step we have to calculate YB. Second step we have to calculate YW. Then please study this YF value. YF means of front picture. Already we know YW equals to YB minus YF in lap winding. YF means I can say what man? YF means YB minus YW. So YB, if you take here 3, 1, 2 values are there, 3, 5, 2 values are there. 3, if I take first value 3 value, 3 minus YW value, how much you are getting here? 2. 3 minus 2, 1 is the 1 value. Or if you take 5 minus YW value 2, you are getting 3. Okay, yeah. So now please let me conclude now. Let me conclude. So you are getting YB values 2 values you are getting. YF value you are getting 2 values. You are getting YB value how much man? YB how much you are getting? 3, 5 you are getting. And YF how much you are getting? Please tell me. YF how much? 1, 3. 1, 3. Okay. So tell me among this YB 3, 5, YF 1, 3. Tell me which value will be correct. So among the 3, 5, I mean YB 3, 5 means which one is correct? Similarly, YF means 1, 3 means which one is correct? I am asking. So please further I had given already one formula. Y average I told you. What is the formula I told you? YB plus YF by 2 I told you. Did you remember that? So first of all take these values. Take these values. So YB means 3 plus YF means 1 by 2. What is the value you are getting here? 4 by 2 you are getting, you will get 2. Okay, these are one value. Next, here one more, you just take the remaining 2 values. If you take YB value 5, if you take YF value 3, and tell me 5 plus 3 by 2, how much you are getting here? 8 by 2, you will get 4. Okay, so tell me which one is correct? So with 3, 1 is correct, 5, 3 is correct. For that I already told you guys, Y average should be approximately equals to 2 times of what? Coil span I can say beta. 2 times of coil span beta. Tell me coil span will how much in this lap winding I say? 2 no? 2 into 2. So it will approximately how much here? 4. So that Y average value 4 where you are getting in the first case and second case. For 5, 3 you are getting 4. Whereas for 3, 1 is getting only 2 only, no? That is not correct. So like that you have to decide YB, YF values. YB, YF values. In this example, this 5, 3. If you take Y average, you are getting 4. That will be approximately 2 times of coil span. Yes, you are getting 4 here. Whereas if you take 3 comma 1, you are taking y average only 2 only. It is not equal to 4. So 3 comma 1 is not correct. YB should be 5, YF should be 3 for this data. Okay. Now see guys, in this entire discussion, so I can say important things are, you should remember only definition is not important for you because designing point of view they won't ask any questions. But for any competitive examinations, if they want to ask, they may ask you formula. They may ask you formula. YB were how much? 2 into S by B plus or minus 1. Plus is for progressive winding, minus for retrogressive winding. YB should be odd number, and YF value should be odd number. Okay. So YW value formula YB minus YF for lap winding, whereas for wave winding YB plus YF. Okay. Next, commutative pitch I told you for lap winding it is plus or minus 1. Plus is for progressive winding, minus for retrogressive winding. Whereas for wave winding I told you formula for YC 2 by P into S plus or minus 1, where plus is for progressive, minus for retrogressive. I taken plus. Just assume it as a progressive winding. 2 by P into S plus 1. So that is the formula. And remember guys, YB should be odd number, YF should be odd number, and winding pitch should be even number. Winding pitch should be even number. Okay, yeah, winding pitch should be even number. And yes, Y average will be approximately 2 times of a coil span beta. Okay. And one more thing you have to understand, you have to remember. If you see lap winding, after completion of winding, no slot is left empty. If you observe here, is there any slot empty here? Is there any slot empty here? No. But whereas wave winding guys, if you see here some slot, one see example is slot number 9 is empty here, slot number 9 is empty here. That means guys, after completion of lap winding, there is no slot which is left free. Whereas in wave winding, after completion of winding, some slots are left free. Therefore, lap winding can be called as complete winding. Lap winding can be called as what ma? Complete winding. Whereas wave winding can be called as incomplete winding. Whereas wave winding can be called as incomplete winding. Incomplete winding. So if you observe clearly, since wave winding is incomplete winding, suppose if there is in this slot, in this example, if you take this 9th slot, if you want to keep any windings, what will happen? So mechanical balance will not be there. Mechanical balance will not be there. So that's the reason why we will be placing some dummy coils in wave winding. In wave winding, dummy coils are used because after completion of winding, some slots are left free. Okay, so for providing mechanical balance, we are placing some dummy coils in these slots. So those dummy coils will not participate in electrical conduction. They will be simply exist for physical balance only. So please note on this point. If you want to note on this point, dummy coils are present in wave winding. Dummy coils are present in wave winding. Dummy coils are present in wave winding for mechanical balance. Dummy coils are placed in wave winding for mechanical balance. For mechanical balance, they won't participate in electrical conduction. They won't participate in electrical conduction. They won't participate in electrical conduction. They simply exist for mechanical balance. They simply exist for mechanical balance. Okay. And in next session, guys, we are going to discuss how circulatory currents means what? Circulatory currents will be exist in lap winding or wave winding. To reduce those circulatory currents, what I need to use. So those things we'll be discussing in the next video. Okay. So that's it for this video. Okay. Thank you.